Yo, what's up, you guys? It is Monday, March 2nd, and we're back with another TnS Daily review. So, jump right into things here. I do have my indicator set on the 1 minute preset, display with setups and session filter disabled, and my mouse here on the 929 candle. You can see here there's a short setup here that already got tagged in, and so it will not be counted, of course, because I don't count the ones that are already in play when 9:30 comes around. Now, if this was a fresh setup and it had never got tapped into, and it got tagged in at 9:30, then yes, I would count it. But since it's already been played, will not be counted, of course. And it basically got stopped out. Well, once again, will not be counted. But we have two long setups here waiting to get tagged in. We have actually a short setup way to the left, way up here once we get there, but it gets stopped out anyways. So you can see the short, it does get stopped out before getting TP, so it's going to be trade number 1 is a loss. Okay, and then we have a long setup here. Looks like the long gets TP, so let's see for how many points. Looks like 49, so it's going to be trade number 2 as a win for 49 points. Okay, now moving on, we still have 2 long setups, actually 3 long setups where everybody didn't get tagged in. Then we have this short setup here gets stopped out pretty much instantly. It's going to be trade number 3 as a loss. Okay, then moving on. Have another short setup here gets stopped out. It's going to be trade number 4 as a loss. And we have a long setup here get TP. Now, truly, you would not be able to take this long setup because you'd be at the short in live time. But the long does get TP, and the long gets, it's going to be trade number 5 as a win for 25 points. And we had a short setup here. Let me pause it about right here to make sure this one gets tagged in here. It looks like we missed the tag in, so did not get entry there. Then we had 2 short setups here get stopped out. So it's going to be trade number 6 and 7 as both losses. And then we come up to this last short here in the price leg, and it also gets stopped out as well. So it's going to be trade number 8 as the loss. Okay, now moving on. Looks like we didn't get a setup for a little bit until we have this long setup here. Let's double check that this one even got tagged in. Looks like it got tagged into the tick there, and it does get TP. So it's going to be trade number 9 as a win for 14 points. Okay, now moving on. Wait a little while without a setup again. Okay, so this short setup got TP. Let's see for how many points. It's going to be trade number 10 as a win for 25 points. Or 25 points. Okay, and then we have a long setup here that did not get tagged in yet. And okay, so it gets tagged in. It basically gets stopped out instantly. It's going to be trade number 11 as a loss. Then we have 2 short setups here waiting to get tagged in. Okay, short gets, the first one gets stopped out. It's going to be trade number 12 as a loss. And then the second one gets TP. Let's see for any points. Looks like 25. So it's going to be trade number 13 as a win for 25 points. Okay, and that pretty much leads us into the end of the day because this one gets TP at 3:59, which means this is our last trades. You know, since it's 4 p.m. candle, that means trade number 13 is going to be our last one. So let's go ahead and tally it all up and get our final results. All right, so these would be our final results for the 1 minute TnS, and today it walked away with minus 2.4 R, minus 62 points. That's with 5 wins and 8 losses today. So pretty bad day for the 1 minute TnS. You know, walked away pretty decently red. It basically due to the you know, multiple losses in a row, and some of the wins were not for positive R. You know, just the red out wins, the losses outweighed the wins there. So, but yeah, guys, we'll wrap it up for this daily review, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.